Okay, so this is the front of the shed row. Has a nice big feed slash hay room with a wood floor. So great for your hay, nice bright lights. Then you have the covered area here, which is a bit of a narrow aisleway. And these are the stalls. So we've got the mesh for airflow on the front, and then there's duct doors in the back. I actually bring horses in and out through the back since it's not so narrow as here, but I mean, it's not undoable. The stalls vary in size. The smallest one is 10 by 10. The biggest one is 14 by 10. So it's like 14 by 10, 12 by 10, 12 by 10, and 10 by 10. Nice thing is your horses probably don't need to be inside a lot because there's plenty of turnout with shelter. You walk down the aisleway here. This is the tack room, which is gutted currently. We're going to be installing a mini split heater air conditioner unit, sink, hot water heater, and a washer dryer, and then the normal stuff that you would expect in a tack room, and paint it. So this will be nice once it's done. This is the grooming stall. So nice big area to groom in. And then around the back is where the wash rack is, and also where I would bring the horses. It's a little overgrown back here, and we've got to do some cleanup, but we'll be cleaning this all up. And there's an on-demand hot water heater here, but we'll also have a hot cold electric heater in the tack room, so you could use either one. But as you can see, it's easier just to bring them in through the back side. But it's nice they look out. It's very protected down here because it is at the bottom of the hill. But even though it's at the bottom of the hill, it does not flood. We spent a lot of money installing this ditch system. So the paddocks are right here, as you can see, just steps away from the barn, which is nice and convenient. A little bit of a hill. This one's probably the steepest. But each paddock has a running shed. This paddock is just shy of an acre. There's another paddock over here. This one's the furthest walk, but not far. And you can see it has a little covered shelter. There are no shared fence lines. There's an aisleway between each paddock, which is nice because my experience, there's a lot of fighting over fence lines. All the shelters have a light switch and a water spigot very close, so that's handy. As you can see, this paddock is not nearly as much on a hill. This is like maybe 0.8 of an acre. And then the shelter, which is nice just for rainstorms. And I'm going to pause this and go around to the other field at the other side of the barn. Just a little continuation. This is the 1 acre and probably the one with the steepest hill, but it really isn't bad just once you get the horse in there. And if you notice, the whole property is perimeter fenced, which makes it safe for dogs. And if a horse gets loose, God forbid, they really can't go anywhere. Okay, so I'm just right here off the barn. And here's the smallest paddock. I think I measured it as a quarter, maybe a half acre. But that's the smallest paddock. And then we walk over here. And if you just follow the goat trail, and we're cleaning this up. We got some stone dust there. We're getting ready to spread, but this is the biggest paddock, which is just an acre, I think. And it's got a 3-sided shed in it with electric fans and lights. And you can see it's a nice paddock. And then if you follow this aisleway up here, you can see we got water spigots here and here, so nice and easy to water your horses. And then you just come right up the hill area here. We got a nice, very nice spot for the camper hookup that has water, electric, and sewer. So that is where you would live. So you're right off your paddock here and very close to your barn, and nice shady spot. And then the big 3-acre field, which I don't mind someone using because I don't need it, is right there. And that is just a lovely field, newly fenced this year. So 4 paddocks plus a 3-acre field and a whole barn to yourself. And then here you can kind of see the general layout. Barn is down there. That big white building is a big storage shed, which you can store extra hay in there if needed. Then we have the jump ring and the sand jump arena, which is regulation size. And that's pretty much the place.